So, can you really make big money from YouTube, even if you are over the top and past it? Well, for starters, you're not over the top. For seconds, yes you can. Anybody can do YouTube, even me. Now, see this video here? This is a man just walking around town, giving a commentary on interesting places and giving us a feel for the place.
Central Pier, shall we? You know, funny enough, now that I'm on the promenade, it doesn't feel all that windy. It might be different on the other side of the Central Pier, I'm not too sure, but you know, when you're walking down those side streets, that's when it gets you see. It's when the wind funnels down some of these side streets. Because when I did the last video, and the last storm video, honestly, it was a bit scary. I almost got blown off my feet, but I don't think that's going to happen today, but we'll see, shall we? Yeah, it's looking pretty quiet at the moment in Blackpool. Look at this. Does it get much quieter than this? Middle of winter. First thing in the morning, the sun's just about starting to rise, although I don't think we're going to see the sun today. Well, we might do later on. It might actually break out. I don't know. But this is how it looks. Normally, the busiest part of the Golden Mile in the height of the season, this section here, from here up to, well, up to North Pier, I'd say, is the busiest part of Blackpool Promenade.
Could you do that? You don't need a fancy camera or microphone or a camera crew or special lighting. You take the videos in small chunks and glue them together with some free or cheap software that you can easily get hold of. And then you start a channel, read all the rules, follow the guidance procedure, and voila, you're a YouTuber. Anyone can do it, even me. Have I already said that? Anyway, here's another one. Now this lad is a football man. He goes around away grounds and watches games every week, and sometimes he goes and explores old grounds that have been abandoned.
Next up is the first of our league clubs on this list, and it is Championship side Greenock Morton. Greenock Morton, formed in 1874, are one of Scotland's oldest senior clubs. They're one of a few SPFL clubs on this list, like I say, and they play at Capello Park. The capacity is 11,500 with around 5,700 seated. With half seated, half standing, that tells you all you need to know about this ground. They've played here since 1879. And yeah, I just think that when half of it's seated, half of it's terraced, I think that just tells you how sort of old it is. And this stadium is genuinely on this list for the crane alone. And although, yes, opposition fans will go there and they'll probably slate the facilities in certain ways, I don't think that you can beat that view of like the crane and like the old stadium like that. Just in terms of like old stadiums and characterful stadiums, we're so lucky in the UK in general, but Scotland specifically. They've actually won the Scottish Cup, have Greenock Morton, defeating Rangers 1-0 in the 1922 final. And amazingly, the stadium that you're looking at right now has hosted Chelsea in a European competition. Greenock Morton, after finishing 6th in Scotland's top division in the 1967-68 season, qualified for the Intercity.
Take a look at this one. It's about populations of the world. Nobody does any crazy things on this video, but it makes a lot of money because it lasts a long time, and it's really a great watch, actually. And there's others like it in the series, like who've got the biggest armies in the world over time and most popular films and TV shows. Now, they will take time to produce this kind of video, but once the formula's worked out, it's just rinse and repeat. And here's another one. Now, this company produces a lot of videos, and this one's about keto. Now, keto diets are not everybody's cup of tea, but again, there's a lot of interesting keto diets. And
if you're new to keto, the diet is pretty simple. Drastically cut down on carbs, like 50 grams or less a day. That's less than 2 slices of whole grain bread. And replace those calories with high-fat, high-protein foods, like cheese, bacon, and avocado everything. The idea is that over time, cutting down on carbs can launch you into a state of ketosis, hence the name keto, which is where your carb-deprived body begins burning fat rather than sugar for energy. Some studies suggest that having an alternative fuel source may spare muscles from breaking down during high-intensity workouts and can also increase your athletic performance.
Looking at these last 2 videos, can you see something different than the first 2? No? Then take a look again. Because the thing is, these last 2 don't have anybody showing their face. There's audio, but no person on screen. So not wanting to be visible on a video doesn't stop you from making them. And if you've got a face more suited to radio than TV, then you can still make faceless videos. They still make money. Ah, right, money, the magic word. How do these things make money? And probably the most obvious way is to get paid by YouTube for the advertisers who show up on your videos. You know, those that appear at the beginning, middle and end. They pay YouTube and YouTube pays the channel, that's your channel or my channel, a commission. And it's what might be termed passive income, because you don't have to do any work for that. Once your videos are up and running and people are watching, then the meter is running. Now, not straight away, I'm afraid, because you've got to get so many subscribers and have so many hours of watch time first before you can start to earn money. But if you keep making interesting videos, your numbers will increase. And this is a middle distance race and not a sprint. And it's ideal for generating income before retirement or even after retirement. If you don't have enough money for a comfortable retirement, then here is a very positive way of starting a new business that will bring in some money, if you're prepared to learn the ropes and stick with it. And don't forget, you can have more than one channel, more than one income stream. You could start, for example, a faceless channel on some history topics that you're knowledgeable about. And at the same time, you could start a how-to channel in which you make videos about how you manage your garden, and maybe you produce your own food without using harmful chemicals, that kind of stuff. When you've been on the planet for 50 years or more, there are a lot of things that we've picked up that we can show others. Now, you'll come across those who will tell you that the internet is overcrowded, and Amazon is overcrowded, and Etsy's overcrowded, YouTube's overcrowded. And actually, they're right. But they're all overcrowded with rubbish. The good stuff will always float to the top and produce what people want, and people will find you. Now, a few years ago, I watched a webinar where a slightly scruffy teenage American lad was promoting some sort of product. And I didn't want whatever he was promoting, but his enthusiasm struck a chord with me. And I did like his style, even if it was a bit raw around the edges. And I remembered his name, Matt Parr. Now, fast forward a few years, and his name popped up one day, and I found him on YouTube. But now he was Make Money Matt, and he was a YouTube award winner. His hair was trimmed neatly, his speech was now very good, and his video presentation immaculate. And his storyline is that he was obsessed with YouTube in his teen years, and although his parents tried to push him towards his schoolwork and getting his college grades and getting a job, Matt stuck with his YouTube obsession, and he worked on his plans to make more money than some regular job could ever give him. And now, by his early 20s, he's worth a few million. He's got multiple channels that bring him revenue 24 hours a day. And he says one of his best days was buying his father a new car. Now, Matt runs a course on YouTube. It's a serious course that gives you everything you need to know about being successful on YouTube. Now, back over here in the UK, quite a few years ago, Rick McMunn was working as a fireman. And as he was about to leave the fire service, he wrote a book, How to Become a Fireman. And he sold it over the internet. And it made a lot of money. Now, those were the days before Amazon had taken over the world. Amazon was just a river in South America then. Now, Rick collaborated with someone he knew, and the next title was How to Become a Policeman. And another success. So he started How to Become a Teacher, Nurse, whatever. They all came next. And soon he was exploring YouTube and making multiple channels on jobs, careers, and anything else he could find that people needed. And over the years, he has made a lot of money. Now, if you did want to invest in yourself and start making some serious money for your retirement nest egg, you could do a lot worse than taking either Matt's YouTube course or Rick McMunn's. I would recommend either. Rick's is delivered by an older person and English, so if you are in the UK, you may feel slightly more at ease with Rick McMunn's course. But you'll find links to both courses in the description below. And yes, I would make a commission if you purchase, but that would be at no extra cost to you, and that is affiliate marketing. And that's a concept I would recommend if you don't feel you would want to be a YouTube star. Now, you'll find details of affiliate marketing in my retirement plan booklet, which is down there somewhere as well. And if you want to make some money for your retirement, start to get serious now. Don't leave it. Someone said the best time to start a new business was yesterday, and the next best time is today. Do you know, I wish I'd have thought of that first, but never mind, that's how it goes. I hope you enjoyed my YouTube video. Please subscribe to my channel if you enjoyed it, give me a like and leave me a comment. And give that new business some serious thought. Bye for now.